people, welcome back to my channel. Champion League night, Man City 6, Leipzig 0. Guess what? Haaland have scored 5 goals already. Yes, I'm not joking. He has scored 5 goals already. And you know what? Pep Guardiola felt sorry for Leipzig and took Haaland off. And then the game, basically, that's it, it's done. We still got about 20 minutes to go, but yeah, keep smashing the likes, people. Really appreciate the love and support. And yeah, man, I don't know what to say.
I mean,
We will be talking about the game, of course, straight after and stuff, but it's just too much. It's
I was
just
trying
too
to call
much.
out the Guardiola. I thought he was good. But he's good. He's a bit overrated. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I want to ask you guys as well. We're gonna dive in more into the performance of Leipzig because they were awful, but Man City have just been good, but they're still not winning the Champions League. Let's be honest, guys. Do you see them stepping up in the big moments? I just can't see it. But
yeah, there's a poll to smash, people. Please make sure you do. Make sure you let me know if you think City is going to win the Champions League, yes or no. And we will be talking about, everything like City chances to win the Champions League. Is Haaland better than Mbappe? There's a lot to be talking about. Make sure you keep bringing the likes up, please, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Really appreciate the love and support. And yeah, 73 minutes. The game is gone. The game is absolutely just dead now. We're just waiting until the full time, so then we can review the game and give enough thoughts. Let's see what's gonna happen. He's just Haaland 5 goals. I mean, look, I don't know. I just don't know what to say. There's a lot to be talking about, but at a minute, I don't know what to say. 5 goals. 5 goals is 5 goals. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, that was like easy goals that we have to give some credit to Haaland. He's there. He believes more than anyone else, and that's it. He's in there. I think my man tried to hide. He doesn't even know what to say because he's a Liverpool fan. He knows that City's coming for Liverpool as well. So yeah, I mean the game is just basically finished. I should have done Porto Inter, by the way. Porto Inter at the minute, well, it was still 0-0 when I last checked. Still 0-0. 75 minutes. Oh yes, people. Haaland 5 goals. Man, this guy will just break. Hey, how many goals he scored so far for City this season? Think he has scored with the 5 goals today. I think that put him to 40 or 39 goals or something like that. Crazy. Absolutely. Just unbelievable. He loves playing against Leipzig anyway. When he was at Dortmund, he always scored against them. Right, sitting here. Keep bringing the likes up. Let me know as well. Smash the poll, people. Let me know if you think City's going to win the Champions League, yes or no. So far, 75% said no, City will not win the Champions League. I did say that one of the favourites before the Champions League start, I said that will be between City, Bayern or Real Madrid. Have they got a good chance to win? Yeah, they have, but I just don't think. I think if they face Madrid and Bayern, they have to be prepared. They have to be mentally prepared to knock out Bayern and Real Madrid. You have to be mentally prepared to face Madrid and Bayern in the Champions League. Has City got a quality? Yes, City has more than enough quality. I think overall, if they know, they'd be close to probably have the best squads around the top 5 leagues. But that's just not enough. I just think City still need to have the mentality in the Champions League. They're only playing against Leipzig. Let's see when they face teams like Madrid. The real test is when you face Madrid or teams like Bayern and stuff like Barcelona before. Let's see, but they have the quality. We know they have the quality. Right, sitting here, might go for the 7. Big up to everyone who's watching. 6 people. Bring the likes up. Really appreciate if you could support the channel by liking and subscribe to the channel as well. Let me know your thoughts, people. Let me know your thoughts. It's been a great performance by City. Very poor Leipzig. Let's be honest, very poor. But you have to give credit to City. You just have to give credit to City because City at our first half, the pressure City was putting on them. Look, something quickly. I know we're going to mention this straight after the game, but Kevin De Bruyne, right? I don't know. Guardiola's just been funny with De Bruyne, dropping him. Like he started him today. How? Look at the difference that De Bruyne makes in this City squad, in this City team.
Yeah. He definitely does. He does. I mean, yeah, Man City have just controlled the second half, really. But look, who knows if that wasn't a penalty? This first.
No, for me, that was never a penalty. We
The
will
thing
be
is,
talking about
right? The thing is, I would say his hand was in an unnatural position, but
from the highlights they show, the ball they even touch on the Leipzig defender hand. You could not tell that the ball touching his hand, on his arm.
it looks similar to the Bilbao
You know what? No one's. The thing is, right? The highlights for this game will only be Haaland because Haaland scored 5 goals, right? And City beat Leipzig 6-0. But that penalty and straight after, City scored a second goal that mentally affects. From the penalty, mentally affect Leipzig. I'm not saying Leipzig was going to win. I never said that, and I actually said the previous for this game. I said I think City will do Leipzig in a second game after they draw 1-0 in the first leg. I think City will easily beat them. As I said, City for me is one of the favourites to win the Champions League, and I keep saying this, and I've said this before the season started as well. When they signed Haaland, I thought, you know what, this is the year where. If they don't win this season, I don't know if they ever will be able to do it.
They're never going to win it. That's sort of that. I can't see them winning it.
Big up to everyone. 20 people watching. Ooh, what's going on in here? Bring the likes up. 32 people watching. Please bring the likes up. Really appreciate the support. Let me know your fuzz in the live chat.
Yeah.
Also, let me know your fuzz as well in the poll. Let me know if you see City win the Champions League. But don't just think about their performance today. Just think overall, right? And think the teams that is left as well. Not just because the problem is a lot of football fans will go and say, I think City will win Champions League just because they're beating Leipzig 6-0. Haaland scored 5 goals.
There are teams in this competition: Bayern Munich, Madrid. Madrid potentially. You got who else?
The thing is, right? It's not like City has the quality to win the Champions League, right? But are City mentally prepare to go all the way and win it and face teams like Bayern or Madrid? That is my question.
Yeah, true.
Because I keep saying this, right? For you to go and win the Champions League, right, you have to face anyone, right? And you have to be mentally, you have to be prepared to play in the Champions League, and you have to have the mentality. When I say mentally, you need to be prepared. It means that you have to have that mentality to win the Champions League. And City, clearly, we've seen in the last few years, that final they played against Chelsea, everyone said that City was going to win. City was the biggest favourite. What did it happen? Chelsea world-class them and beat them. And yeah, big up to everyone, people. I'm going to go through everyone in the live chat. Keep smashing the likes on this stream. Really appreciate the love and support. Remember, Football Ferreira is the home live of football. Big games, always big clubs. Let me see in here. My brother in here says, hey, Ferreira, how are you doing? I'm doing good, my brother. Hope you're doing well. And good to see you back again in my live chat. People just ask me anything. I've got 41 people watching me right now. Make sure you smash the likes, bring the likes up. There's going to be plenty to be to talk straight after the game. And yeah, I just want the game to be over, but it's still 10 minutes to go. So yeah, like I said, I think City is one of the favourites. They have to be one of the favourites to win the Champions League, but are City mentally prepared? Have they got that mentality to go all the way and win it? I still go on my doubts. I just don't think that if they face teams like Madrid and Bayern, they have to be mentally prepared, and I don't think they mental prepare to be facing teams like Bayern or Real Madrid in the Champions League. They have the quality. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, man, they have the quality.
I mean, the handball, right? I'm kind of feeling it's the same as the Bilbao one, a little bit, where like it hits his hand perfect. It hits the same type of area. I would say it's the same as the Bilbao one, which they had disallowed. So it's a difficult one, to be fair, because it's kind of the same as the Barca one, isn't it? The Atletico Bilbao.
What you're talking about? Ooh, Mahrez. Mahrez nearly won the ball inside the box, and guess who made the mistake? Guess who just made the mistake?
Guardiola, overrated.
Guardiola, yeah. And Leipzig here. Do you know what? I cannot even see Leipzig scoring a goal. I cannot even see Leipzig scoring a goal. People, do a massive favour, please. If you could bring the likes up on the stream, really appreciate the love and support. Let me know. All I ask is, please, I'm not asking for any kind of money. All I ask is to smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And that's all I ask for all the hard work that I put into it. Mahrez inside the box. There's a corner for City. The game is almost over. Well, we got 6 minutes to go. There's plenty to be talked about. Not only just Haaland, not only just City, Guardiola, Champions League. There's plenty of more to be talking about. Because I just got a funny feeling. We heard Guardiola say already this season about Premier League and Carabao Cup. Guardiola said, we've got too many, we've won, we don't care about Premier League, we don't care about Carabao Cup. We know they will be focused in the Champions League. We know City priority is to finally go and win the Champions League. But are they ready? Are they mentally ready to face clubs like Madrid or Bayern? Because they're not going to be easy to beat. Madrid and Bayern is not going to be easy to beat in the Champions League. They've got the mentality, something that only few clubs has that mentality.
You have to face the best to win it. You will face the best in the final, either in the final or in the semi-final, or PSG. Like they faced Madrid, they faced Bayern. But that was no excuse to lose because you're gonna have to face the best. Like it just.
Right. We've got someone in the chat say big up to you, my brother. Emmanuel says Manchester is red. Looks like he's a Man United fan. Remember, right? Manchester City is Manchester City, better than Manchester United. It has been in recently years, but I agree with you, man, Emmanuel. I think Manchester is red, and Manchester will always be red.
I think overall, yes, but like based on this current era, I would say probably Man City, because just the fact that they've won many Premier Leagues in this era, they've won many FA Cups, Carabao Cups. But I think in terms of legacy, history, everything, United. So
we're talking about Manchester United is one of the biggest clubs in the world. We're talking about Madrid, definitely the greatest club of all time, the biggest one. Then be Barca after, and then be Manchester United next. But I mean, I just want this game to be over, so I'll be able to bring up all the questions. I want to hear from everyone in the chat, in the live chat as well, and smash the poll, people. Remember what I said, right? Do a massive favor, subscribe to the channel. I'm on my way to 2,000 subscribers, just under 10 months. Well, it's coming up to 10 months. I think that's massive numbers. Really appreciate all the love from everyone that always support. I'm not asking for any kind of money. Just please make sure you like this stream and subscribe to the channel. And there's a lot to be talking about.
I mean, look.
If you smash the poll saying yes, you think City's going to win the Champions League, but before you smash the poll, make sure you stop and have a think. Don't just think because of this game. Don't just think City's going to win the Champions League just because they're beating Leipzig 6-0 and Haaland scored 5 goals. No. Just think overall how City's been this season.
I'll be honest.
Also who is left in the Champions League as well. We still got, like I said, monsters, Madrid and Bayern. So before you smash the ball, have a think.
Potentially.
Your range.
You mean potentially, Madrid? We know we know what can happen if we do a comeback. Well, we won't, but Madrid should go through. Let's let it at that. Madrid will probably go through. So yeah, I mean, can we just cancel that second leg? I don't want to. Oh, I don't want to play
I will
Madrid.
be tomorrow. Madrid, Liverpool tomorrow. Madrid, Liverpool. You never know. Football is a funny game, you know. A miracle can happen. But yeah, people, smash the like. Really appreciate. Smash the poll. And be nice if you could let me know your thoughts in the live chat. And if you got any questions, please ask me or Dalival. We're always in here to go through everyone in the live chat. But be nice if you guys could really, really support the channel, please.
I mean, could Leipzig score 6 goals?
Well, 3 minutes to go. Can we see Leipzig score 6 goals in 3 minutes to equalize and take this game to extra time?
I doubt. I mean, that's just more hope then, you know. I want to call out Guardiola. Many reasons, because you know he was meant to cost 150 mil this summer. I'd rather have Nat Phillips. Actually, no, that's too far. But he's good. Okay, I like Guardiola, but people are overhyping him. Like people are saying maybe it's just like he's in a bad team. I feel like if you put him in a better team, he could thrive. That's where I could understand the point. We'll see, and like if he,
Did you watch the first leg between Leipzig and City?
Yeah, he was good.
So yeah, it was a good game. A very good City in the first half. Then Leipzig in the second half was brilliant. Leipzig and they could have won the game as well, right? And you for 1-1. I did say I thought City will do them in the second leg. City will go through, but he did not expect, come on, 6-0. And the problem is his Leipzig performance today has been absolutely.
Now, it feels like we said it. I think the first goal just killed them, really. Like, that was, I think, like, it wasn't a. This is a thing, right? The penalty, obviously, we're going to discuss more after the game. I'll be honest. It was a 50-50, depending his hand was in an unnecessary position. But then again, it was like he didn't know it was touching his hand. He was looking the other way. So, it's a 50-50 one. But that penalty really killed them. But this is embarrassment, really. This is really embarrassing. Like, I know it's City, yeah, but, like, you shouldn't be getting bashed 6-0. That's... I mean, Haaland really showed his quality today, really.
Yeah, 5 goals, man. Unbelievable. Absolutely crazy, Haaland. Do you know what? He actually had break a lot of records today. The fastest, youngest player in the Champions League to reach 30 or over goals as well. He just beat Mbappe, right, with the youngest player in the Champions League to reach over 30 goals. And I don't know, this guy is just gonna break. The thing is with Haaland, we know, right? We know Haaland will just keep scoring goals for fun.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what he does best. He's scoring goals for fun.
If you ask any City fan, this is where if they would rather have Haaland goals or the Champions League, they'll definitely choose the Champions League because they want the Champions League. They haven't won this thing. That just shows the Champions League you can't buy. You just can't buy the Champions League. You need mentality, and I do think between Liverpool and Madrid will win the Champions League. Whoever goes through that tie, because I think that'll just boost the players, one of them. Because I think if we go through, we're gonna win it.
My boy, I can unfortunately, I think we need a miracle in here.
Yeah, 7.
You're ahead of me, by the way.
De Bruyne,
you're
7.
Definitely ahead of me. But yeah, people, you're smashing the poll, smashing the like on the stream, smashing the subscribe as well. Please make sure you do it.
It's the goal.
And I really, really appreciate the support. But it's good to see De Bruyne scoring because I don't know what Guardiola's been smoking to leave De Bruyne in the big games. He seems to leave De Bruyne in the bench. I don't know why.
Versus Tottenham as well. That game versus Tottenham.
I know, it's crazy. Even the crucial games, you still leave De Bruyne in the bench.
It's 7, guys.
It was outside the box.
I don't know.
What a finish, yes.
Yeah.
What a finish, people. What a finish by De Bruyne. Wow.
Pep, what are you smoking about him, man?
Finish by De Bruyne. What
game
a
over
finish.
now. It's game over. Game over, guys.
Wow. What a finish by De Bruyne.
Full time.
Wow. Wow, what
So
a
what?
finish by De Bruyne.
What are you
Wow,
trying about, man? Not starting
wow,
De Bruyne.
what a finish by Kevin De Bruyne. Right, so basically the game is over now. It's finished, people, in a way. So basically he go, yeah, Mahrez to De Bruyne outside the box, calm, bang,
It's
top
too good.
left corner. What a finish by De Bruyne. What
Well,
a finish.
why are we
What a
surprised?
finish by De Bruyne.
No, we shouldn't be surprised by this. This is what
What a finish by De Bruyne. I've got my man in here, Cass says, Haaland come, Pep Guardiola. He was shocking today, my man. He was
I want to
absolutely
call out him. I want
shocking
to call him out once we
today.
describe the, you
He
know.
was absolutely shocking today. By the way, he's full-time, people. Full-time right now, as you can see in here. City 7, Leipzig
7.
0. By the way, I'm just got Porto in the last 47 minutes extra time.
Damn.
If Porto gets 1 goal back,
Then
Porto will take
extra
2
time.
extra time. Yeah. But yeah, my man, big up to everyone's watching this. Really appreciate the love and support, people. If you could keep smashing the like on this stream, bring the likes up, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. But yeah, my man, City 7, Leipzig
Ah,
0.
I mean,
What a performance by Manchester City.
look,
Haaland with 5 goals.
oh,
I mean,
it's just
wow. What
I
did you make overall,
I
right?
didn't expect this. I expected City to win. I said 3-0 City, but 7 really. But Haaland quality finish. De Bruyne at the end quality. Look, it just was a good performance, classic City performance. 7 getting the job done. Now they're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Hopefully they get a tougher tie in the quarterfinals because they never get tough ties. Hopefully they get someone like Bayern to test them because they need a test. So yeah, congratulations,
Do
City.
you think, like, if City faces Bayern next or Real Madrid, most likely we know Madrid will go
Yeah.
through against Liverpool. Honestly, can you see City knock out Madrid
No.
or Bayern?
I feel like even if they lead up the first leg, they're not gonna do it because it's the mentality. We've said it a million times. We've said it like a million times, and we don't have to repeat this. Mentality is key in the Champions League. That's why PSG got dominated in that first leg and second leg. And Man City may have a better team, but mentality is not there. So if they get a Madrid, if they get a Bayern, they are getting not smoked. I think it'll be tight, but I think the mentality will just win.
And we
So
saw that last season, right? We saw basically Manchester City last season against Madrid,
they
and
capitulated. I don't know what happened. One goal.
everyone for.
They
Sorry.
scored. They scored one goal, Madrid, and then it just changed the whole game in the last 6 minutes. And I thought it was done. Once it was 1-0 City, I thought it was done. City going Paris, and I wish we got them because I think we would have beaten them. But if City were in total control and then one goal goes in, and then that changes the whole mood, that changes the whole atmosphere. They got the second. And I thought you felt them Madrid would win because of the mentality. They'll be more up for it. Man City be knackered. So it was just one goal can just change the whole atmosphere. It was a good moment though, quality moment for.
Oh yeah, 100%. But just let's quickly go back into the game today, right? With that penalty decision, right? I thought that was absolutely shocking.
I
That
mean,
is not a penalty in a million years,
I would
right?
say it was one of those ones where like his hand was out, which would unnecessarily, but then again he didn't see it. He didn't see the ball. He didn't see anything. So I would edge no, but then I could understand why because his hand was out and his hand was
And
unnecessary.
you know what? From the highlights they show, you cannot even tell 100% that.
It touched around here, like here. It touched around here.
Yeah, but you cannot really tell because you just saw like Porto. Do you know Porto was just so close to score?
Oh,
How? One of the Inter defenders just cleared the ball on the line. That would have made Porto 1-0 and got
oh,
into. How
oh.
did Porto not score that? But by the way, just a quickly one away. It doesn't matter for me. That's just an absolutely shocking decision by the ref. The refs and the VAR really needs to review this kind of decisions because that decision for me, right? It had an impact. Porto again, Porto just hit the post as well.
Well, it's going Inter. It just says
Porto just hit the post, and again Portugal, Porto hit the bar. I'm actually not joking, right? I'm actually not joking.
damn.
Porto, right? Man, I cannot believe how lucky been Inter. Sorry, people. I know we should be talking about City, but we got time for that. How?
The goal's
How?
coming. The goal's
How?
coming in the half.
How?
The goal's gonna score. The
I've
goal's
lost
gonna.
the words.
The
How
goal's
is Porto not winning this game?
Inter, man, they're scraping again. They scraped
Wow.
last game.
But it's part of football. You need luck, and
Yeah.
it's part of life. You need luck. But by the way, I just cannot see Porto score. But look, I still think City would have won 100%. I still
Yep.
think City would easily beat them. But that penalty clearly changed the game. It just changed the whole. It just changed the whole mentality of the team.
Especially a team like Leipzig, right? Like they just don't. They don't have the quality. Especially they missed Kunku today with a massive injury, and he will go this summer. So Leipzig, the thing like these clubs like Leipzig, Benfica, and them lot, they just don't have the players to deal with Man City's, Liverpool's, Chelsea's because the money thing. They don't have the money and stuff, and I still think they would have won, but it would have been like a 1-0, I think, like a 3-0 at least. It wouldn't be 7 because 7's too much.
No, I agree with you. I just think that that penalty, that very very bad decision that gave City 1-0 come from the penalty clearly mentally changed the game. And for me, not in a million years that penalty should be given. And I've said this a few times. We then really need to check VAR. VAR needs to be reviewed because VAR was meant to make football better. You're right.
Do you think Edison should have been sent off? Edison apparently should have been sent off. I mean,
and that decision as well. And the thing is, straight after, City got a second goal. De Bruyne hit the bar, and then Haaland just tapped in, and then Leipzig had a counter attack where Henderson come out the box, clearly took one of the Leipzig player off, right? And do you know what the ref did? Right, he booked Tim Werner, right? He booked him for I think it was whatever he was saying to the ref, and then he gave City free kick. How?
Look, I think this has been the officiating for how long now? I can think the officiating has been awful. Like recently, I mean, not recently actually. It's been awful since I can think last season because there's literally VAR poor. It was meant to fix the game, but it clearly has ruined the game because it gives stupid decisions and the officiating. I thought it would be much better just because it's Champions League, but no difference at all. But I think they want the English team to go through because it's just they want a better final. It's just how it works these days, which is unfair. But they want the better teams in the final so people can come watch it more.
To be honest, my man, we can't say whatever we want to say. Nothing will change. Nothing would change. City would still have won the game, but the game would definitely have been different. But yeah, my man, overall was a very poor Leipzig. It was just too much City, and with a man that his name is Erling Haaland, right? I mean, this guy, we know how good he is at scoring goals, right? But then there's a question in there. Fair play, he scored 5 today. He probably could have scored more if Pep Guardiola would not have subbed him off. I strongly believe if Haaland was still on until the end, he probably would have scored more than 5 goals.
I mean, I think what Haaland lacks is he doesn't have what Nunes and Alvarez have his link up and stuff like that. That's where he lacks Haaland in terms of link up. But then when you have a finisher like Haaland, do you even need link up? And the way City play, they don't really play link up wise. They just, pass the ball, keep the ball, possession football. And look, congrats to City, they're through. And Haaland, I don't think he's better than Mbappe. I think overall game Mbappe is way better.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Come on, we've said this lots of times, right? Mbappe overall is much better than Haaland. And I said Mbappe is miles ahead of Haaland. Yes, Haaland will be scoring a lot of goals. Yeah, he's a goal machine. But overall, come on, Mbappe is just a different level. Mbappe can do on his own. Haaland, clearly, we've seen, and Haaland has proved this season a lot of times, Haaland cannot do on his own. He needs the team around him. And yeah, 100%. My man in here, onto the ball, says Haaland is a robot. Big up to you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it wasn't much to talk about this game. Like second half was dead. Even after the second goal, you thought game was over. Onto the ball, Ashley. We on a group, a WhatsApp group, and he said after that second goal, he said this game is done. Yeah, we knew after that second goal, we just could not see Leipzig get back. Unfortunately, they mentally that second goal destroyed them straight after the first one, and we knew that that would have been impossible for them to come back. But looking into what City have done already this season, right? It hasn't been the best season in the Premier League. They're really they've been ups and downs this season in the Premier League. Last season, even their football hasn't been their best, right? We know why, because they've got Haaland. They're still trying to figure out, trying to work on out what is the best for City and Haaland, right? And that style of football they had in the last few seasons in the Premier League, they knew that it was guaranteeing them not just titles, but also was guaranteeing them like winnings week in, week out. And we've seen City struggle a lot this season in the Premier League. But it comes into the Champions League, right? Come on, their group in the Champions League wasn't a hard group, right? And now in the round of 16, they've just got Leipzig, right? I'm not saying Leipzig share. They're a good side in German and stuff, but come on, there's too much quality on this City for this Leipzig. But I think City real test will be like we saw last season when City faced Madrid, that City mentally wasn't ready. And you've said this a few times, and I've said this plenty of times. In the Champions League, yes, you do need to have quality, but I think the key to win the Champions League is the mentality. Mentally, you have to be prepared. And my question is for everyone who's watching this, big up to everyone, 41 people, really appreciate the love and support. My question is basically is this, all right? I know I've got a question going right now in the poll that will Manchester City win the Champions League? I will go through that, but my question is, are City mentally prepared to face monsters like Madrid and Bayern? That is my question. And let me just quickly go in a live chat. Evening, City to win the Premier League and Champions League. That's what you mean, Rico? Big up to you, by the way, Rico. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you again on my live stream. And if you guys want anything, please ask me. Just do a massive favor. Keep bringing the likes up on this stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And the poll's going strong. I'm not sure what's going on with my special guest in here. I think, he might have technical problems, but he will be back. But like I said, he's back again. My man, I think you heard me saying this. Is like we've said already on this stream, but is City mentally prepared to go and face Bayern or Madrid? This is the kind of clubs where this is a real test for them, right? Because we've saw City in two seasons ago, 2 years ago, right? In that Champions League final against Chelsea, right? Everyone, including myself, I thought City finally is going to win the Champions League. They're going to beat Chelsea. Surely they're going to beat Chelsea. And guess what happened? And look, Chelsea was the better team as well. Chelsea absolutely classed Manchester City in our final. But can you actually see City being mentally prepared to go all the way and win the Champions League?
So you have the quality, but do they have the mentality? I'm not really sure. Like, that's my main concern. They have the manager. They have the quality. I just feel like it's a difficult one, to be fair, because if City can, I don't think so. I don't think they have the mentality. Like, it's quite hard to see them knocking out Bayern and Madrid, especially with them being the mentality monsters in the Champions League. So no, but they have the quality. But will they show the quality, but mentality is not there. So I'll probably say no because just generally because mentality is really key to the Champions League. It's just is.
Like I said, I've got my doubts if they're mentally prepared to go and win it. I just like, can it happen? Yes, can happen. Also, you need luck as well. Don't get me wrong. Look at Inter Porto tonight. I was watching the last 10 minutes of the game when City game was over. Come on, Porto in a space of 30 seconds hit the bar, hit the post. Inter defender clear of the line, and like, yeah, you need luck as well. Don't get me wrong. You need luck in life. Luck is part of everything you do in life, but in a Champion League, it will be luck as well, but mentally is key. You have to be prepared mentally, and let's see if they're going to feel the pressure again, because they felt the pressure in that Champions League final in Portugal against Chelsea, because there was the biggest favourite, and like no one rate Chelsea really. When you look at Chelsea, Chelsea wasn't doing great in the Premier League. You remember back then with Tuchel, Chelsea wasn't doing great in the Premier League,
I mean,
and Chelsea.
they weren't proving that. I would say Chelsea back then, they weren't improving. Like I saw little signs. They just beat Madrid their way. They did beat teams like Madrid, and that was when Madrid weren't that great. To be honest, let's be honest, then, guys. Madrid was not the same Madrid that.
Yeah, he's keep having problems with his device. But yeah, people, let me just quickly check the poll. Don't forget to smash the like on this stream, subscribe to the channel if you're new. So the poll's going strong so far. The question is, will Manchester City win the Champions League? 75% said yeah, and 25 said no. But look, people, I've said this already, and I will say again, right? Because some of you that is watching now probably haven't heard me at the beginning of this live stream. What I said was, if you smash on the pool and you're saying yeah, you think City will win the Champions League, but you're saying yeah just because Haaland scored 5 goals today and City destroyed Leipzig, is that the reason why you're saying yeah? Please just forget about tonight, right? Just it was just one off. Just think overall. Just think the teams is left as well. Like I said, right? There's still monsters in there like Madrid and Bayern. So
I mean,
can they
I,
win it? Yes, I believe they can. They've got a quality. But are City mentally prepared to face these monsters? That's my other
I was
question.
gonna ask, like, if City did not win the Champions League, right? Did Guardiola fail in terms of his ambition was to win the Champions League? Yeah, let's be honest here, guys. Ambition was to win the Champions League. No, I don't think he failed. I think he just it's it's hard to win the Champions League. On paper, it's easy, all you gotta do is beat these teams. Honestly, I just want to pose that question because I don't think he failed. To be honest, I don't think he failed, but he did. He didn't do his aim, which was to win the Champions League. So I'm not undermining his success. Winning 4 Premier Leagues, winning the Carabao Cup, FA Cup was quality. I'm giving that. But the aim was win the Champions League. Have they won it? No. So I just want to know because I don't think he failed, but I think he did not do the expectation. But that's why he needs to win it this year for me. This is a must-win time to win it because if you don't win it now, they don't win it ever again. Well, anytime soon.
I have to agree with you, and that was another question that I was going to bring up, is that if Guardiola leaves City without winning the Champions League, right? A lot of football fans out there will say that basically he fell just because he did not win the Champions League. And I believe when City signed Guardiola, their main priority was, to try and give them the first ever Champions League. But I personally think when he leaves Manchester City, I think it will be anytime sooner. I do believe Guardiola might stay in there for another season, but I cannot see Guardiola at Manchester City for that long. But I personally think that Guardiola has succeeded at Manchester City just because everything that he brought into the club, his style of football, and all the trophies he win.
I mean, the way,
Winning as many Premier League he has won is not easy. We're talking about the biggest league in the world with clubs like Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, and it's everything that he already have done for City. I think if he would have to leave Manchester City at the end of the season and still without winning the Champions League, I myself, I would still say that Guardiola has succeeded at Manchester City.
I mean, yeah, I have to agree with me. Like it on paper, their aim was to win it, but you have to look at the other successes. You just have to. Like it was, even though they were doing some shaky business. I'll be honest, there was some shaky business going on. But I do blame Pep for some of the Champions League losses. Tinkering with the team for me was a mistake. That's where I blame him because just stick what you've been doing all Champions League campaign. He hasn't done that. Versus Chelsea, he changed the team. Versus Madrid, he took his best player off. And I know you're leading the game, but just keep them on in case, We'll just score a goal. They're back in the tie.
He's basically saying, like, I know Messi has won the World Cup, right? Without the World Cup, a lot of people would still say Messi's not the greatest of all time, right? And I've said this a few times. I said, even if Messi goes and win the World Cup, yeah, now for me, Messi's the greatest footballer that I've ever seen. And of course, in my generation. But a lot of people said, no, Messi will not be the greatest until Messi wins the World Cup, right? It's the same. A lot of football fans out there will say, Guardiola has not succeeded at Manchester United just because Guardiola haven't won the Champions League. And I do not agree with that. You don't need to win a Champions League to succeed. And I think everything that Guardiola has done at Manchester City, for me, he has succeeded.
Unless the only way I'll say it's a failure if he done nothing else and he didn't win anything else. And in that time, I would say failure, just because of how we won them, especially with that season when I think we were 8 points clear of them at one point in one season, and they caught up. So look, it's not a failure. I just describe it as like the right word is quite difficult because I wouldn't say it's a failure, but I would say it's a bit underwhelming just because he had the Madrid game in his hands. The Madrid game was in your hands.
Yeah, he did. And look, I have to agree with you. And I'm pretty sure, do you know how many people we got watching us? We've got 78 people watching us.
Bro, oh my God.
Yeah, we've got 78 people watching us. And I'm sure they will agree with you. And I'm sure they will understand where you're coming from, right? And I have to also agree with you. Because last season against Real Madrid, right? Being 1-0 up, right? I said this, I think I've said this already this season in some of my live streams. I said, Guardiola, how many times has he faced Madrid with Barcelona and Bayern? He knows what Madrid is like in the Champions League. They're always mentally prepared. He knows where Bernabeu is like, right? And last season, we saw Real Madrid doing, making unbelievable comebacks against Paris Saint-Germain and against Chelsea, right? And he saw what happened, right? Even in the first leg, City beat Madrid 4-3, right? It was a tough, tight one. City dominate Madrid, but was only one goal difference.
I feel like City should have. I do not blame Pep on the first leg. I think City had so many chances our first leg. They could have sealed the tie.
Exactly. And the thing is, going into the second leg as well, City was dominating in the second leg. City was 1-0 up, right? Dominating. And you know what? Guardiola started making some changes. Guardiola thought it was over. And he knows, yes, I will blame him for that, just because he knows what Madrid is like in the Champions League. Madrid never gives up, right? Madrid will never, ever give up in the Champions League, right? Never mind in La Liga, never mind in the Copa del Rey. I've mentioned this the other day. Madrid seems to do in the Champions League all the time. Mentally, they're always up there. They always believe. But when they face Barcelona or when they play in La Liga, Copa del Rey, they're not the same. But Guardiola knew how Madrid was like. And Guardiola, I would blame him definitely for that knockout against Madrid.
I mean, you're seeing Madrid right now. They're doing bad in La Liga. They're always losing to Barcelona, but versus us, they turned up, and I think we got too complacent versus Madrid. Are we thinking easy game now? Should be comfortable? No, never out of Madrid. That is what one thing you should never do, because
Exactly.
Madrid are always, they never give up, and and Bayern as well. Bayern don't give up. Liverpool don't give up. Like those are
Mhm.
the three teams for me that are the mentality in the Champions League. No matter
Exactly.
how bad
And
they are.
you definitely need the mentality to go and win the Champions League. But big up to everyone. 86 people watching us. 86, my
Wow.
man. We've got Alias Jabi says, I miss live chat. I love football too.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
to see you, my man. Really, really good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And I've got Gabriel in here saying una bestia de 9 TNL City. So basically, verdad. Haaland is una bestia. So basically, he's saying that City has a monster number 9. That's what
Yeah.
he's saying. City has a monster number 9. But people, please, do you know the pool so far, right? Keep bringing the likes up on the stream. Please make sure you like the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. 64 people smashed the pool so far, right? 64 people smashed the pool, and basically 80% said, yeah, City will win the Champions League.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you think, right? Do you think everyone smashing the pool and saying, yeah, City's going to win the Champions League just because City beat Leipzig 7-0 today? Or generally, overall, do you actually think they think,
Oh, I
City's
think
going to win it?
I think they split. I think some are saying because of this game, some are saying because of before as well. I think mostly because of this game, and I know it's 7-0. Okay, being a team 7-0 is special always. But doesn't mean you're gonna win it. And Leipzig are not even. Let's be honest here. Leipzig are not even that great in terms of the compare. They're not really. You saw City could have killed that first leg if they were more clinical.
Yeah,
So
true.
it's look. I don't base it on this game. I just don't think they're gonna win it because trust me, I know what it's like to face Madrid. Always beat us because they're too good. Like you can't like that defeat versus Madrid, that 5-2 loss. I'll be honest, right? It, as much as we were bad, you have to give credit to Madrid because they were 2-0 down and they just absolutely ripped us in. What was it, 10 minutes? 2-2. So Madrid, you can never write them off. Bayern, you can never write them off. So that's why I just have to say most people are just basing on this game, but just don't. If I was you, just don't base on this game because there's going to
Exactly.
be much more.
I've said that already. Like we still got so many people watching. I really appreciate the love and support. People, I'm not asking for any kind of money. All I ask is nicely smash the like on this stream. Make sure you don't forget to like this stream and subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. And now let 66 people smash the pool, and I only got less than 20 likes on this stream.
Oh,
But
and free.
people, like we've got over 80 people again watching us, 82 people. Like I said, if you smash in the pool, right, make sure you do it. Make sure that you're sure that you actually say, yeah, City will win the Champions League, because don't just go because of City game today. It was just one off. Just forget what City have done to
Because
Leipzig today, right?
Leipzig defending today was awful. Let's be honest here, guys.
That was horrible.
Like the first goal, okay, wasn't okay, but I'll give Leipzig a bit of I'll give them a bit of unfairness. I'll be fair to them. That was not a penalty. Second goal, oh my god, defendable. Third goal, every goal they conceded after the first one was defendable. Let's be honest.
Mm.
So
Do you
look,
know,
give them a
people?
better
I
test.
am. I am gonna. 1 second. Sorry to stop you. I'm gonna bring another pull up. Right. I'm gonna bring another pull up for you guys. Right. I'm just gonna end this pool. So this pool end right now with 69 people smashing the pool. So basically, 79 said, yeah, City will win the Champions League, and 21 said no. But I'm gonna bring another poll up. This is a poll that I'm gonna bring up quickly, just for fun, yeah? Right? Just for fun. Look at this poll I'm gonna bring up. A question for everyone that is watching us. We still got 74 people watching us. Is Haaland better than Mbappe, right? You're gonna see what's gonna happen in here.
They're gonna say yes or no after this game. For 5 goals, and
Hold on.
I'm telling you,
Right.
Haaland will
I'm
win.
gonna bring this up right now. But when if you say yeah or no, let me know in the live chat. What do you think Haaland is better than Mbappe? You have to give me, enough reasons. You have to explain to me what do you think Haaland is better than Mbappe. So make sure you do it. Make sure you do it. So yeah, the poll end, as I said, majority of everyone thinks City's gonna win the Champions League. Look, I still think there's two teams up there that I would put above City, Bayern and Madrid. Has City got a quality? There's none that I got a quality. But my man, well, people smash the pool, right? Well, people take the chance to smash the pool. Let's quickly bring the lineups in here. Just quickly go through again. I'm man of the match, as we always like to give a man of the match. Is there even point to bring man of the match now? Because we know man of the match will go to Haaland. But Kevin De Bruyne, had an amazing performance today. Overall, yes, City had an amazing performance, but it's just the question is like we keep asking, we don't know what's going on with Guardiola. I don't know what Guardiola's been smoking to keep dropping Kevin De Bruyne, and we've saw De Bruyne quality today. The difference this guy makes. Some of his balls, he's the only one at City that actually can find Haaland. He's the only one that actually can. He knows where Haaland's going to be. He knows how to put a ball for Haaland to be in the
They're
right
gonna
place.
if they're gonna win the Champions League, they're gonna need De Bruyne to start every game. Like they need to. I know it could be even if they're winning, they still need to play him because he's that crucial. And like Haaland can't. I think Haaland's literally nothing without KDB. Honestly, they're not nothing, but like he struggles without him because there's no one that can pass and do that creative pass. Like Grealish, not sure about you. Gundogan, he's more of a like a defender wise. He scores goals more. Bernardo Silva is probably the only guy that could probably do something, but they they only need KDB Haaland if they're going to win the Champions League, and they're not my favorites to win it. My favorites are probably Bayern or Madrid, depending on tomorrow night. So yeah, they're going to need De Bruyne to start every game. That's pretty much it. They need to start De Bruyne every day.
100%. Not only De Bruyne, but I just think if City wants to go and win the Champions League, City Guardiola has to stop just like smoking some
And
dodgy stuff.
I feel like
And
Edison needs to be on it as well because today I know Edison. People won't look at Edison, but he survived a red card or even a yellow at least because if it's a better team, then that probably goes in. Or because they're going to challenge Edison more. I'm telling you, Leipzig don't create anything. Let's be like real. Leipzig didn't create any chances today. Like
but even City lineup today, you clearly saw that they're basically Guardiola today. Look, he's been basically playing with Bernardo Silva as the left back. He's been playing like I don't know. He's just been changing the team around so much this season,
now,
and
now they found a system that actually works now. But I'm just worried if they change it again. Like and just say they're in the semi final, they change it again versus Bayern, and that would be a big mistake. I'm hoping on Friday when the draw happens, hopefully they get a tougher team like a Bayern, because that'll be a good test. It would be a massive test to see where City lie. If they beat Bayern, then they're winning it, or Madrid, because I think they're gonna have major confidence from that. So yeah,
yeah, I mean, like I said, they're not my favourites to win the Champions League.
yeah.
There's Madrid and Bayern, but let's see who they're going to face in the quarter final. They might be lucky again and face maybe Inter. I think if they face Inter, they will beat Inter. I think
That
if they
Inter got
face,
lucky the last few minutes. They literally just scraped it. Imagine that was Haaland goal. Like that would be so. Look, I
but
mean,
do you want to see? Do you want to hear this funny thing right now, right? And everyone's watching, right? So I've changed the pool, right? I've changed the pool from Manchester City, if they're winning the Champions League, yes or no, right? And now the pool is going strongly that Haaland is better than Mbappe, right? It's crazy. You know, in the space of 2 minutes, 12 people smashed the poll, right? 75% said, yeah, Haaland is better than Mbappe, right?
Finishing wise, yes, but overall, no.
Now, hold on. Right. People need to explain to me. I will not believe. I don't care if the poll ends with, 85%, 100, 200 people smashing the poll and saying Haaland is better than Mbappe, right? I don't care. I want someone to actually leave a comment in a live chat and let me know, why do you think, if you're smashing the poll, you're saying yeah, you need to let me know in a live chat, why do you think Haaland is better than Mbappe? Why?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to explain to me why. And then if you explain to me, if you give me enough reasons, am I gonna, I may well agree with you. If not, I will not agree with you. But how can people come on?
Yeah.
Haaland is not in a million years better than Mbappe.
look-
Overall, Mbappe is miles ahead of Haaland.
I wouldn't say miles.
Yeah, I would say miles ahead of Haaland.
Okay. Okay. It depends what system you're gonna go with. Are you relying on a link-up player? I'll say Mbappe overall.
Everything.
But if you're
Overall.
looking at a finisher, I
Yeah.
think Haaland's really a better finisher than Mbappe because, let's be honest, 1v1s, I would say odd. I know he missed a chance early in the game, but Haaland, if I had to put my bets on who would finish a better chance, Haaland would probably choose mine. But link up everything else, I would say Mbappe. So I would choose Mbappe over Haaland just because of the overall play. And Mbappe is a good finisher. I think Haaland's better, but Mbappe is a very good finisher. Let's not get that clear. I'm not saying
you put Mbappe, right? Mbappe is playing the team where you only got Messi, right? You only got Messi and Neymar sometimes, right? You put Mbappe around this City team, the way City plays, and you see how many goals Mbappe will be scoring.
Yeah, true.
Come on. Let's be honest. Let me see, what is this guy in here? Luke Goulet says, who is this hating kid, for fuck's sake?
What, mate?
I don't know what he's trying to say.
Wait. I'm just saying. Wait, I can't say. I'm saying I'm praising Haaland. What the hell? I'm saying Haaland's a better finisher, and then Mbappe overall.
Yeah, the thing is, right, this is what's going to happen now in football, right? This is exactly what is going to happen in football, right? We've seen for around 17, 18 years, and we still see people comparing Messi with Cristiano Ronaldo, right?
Yeah.
We're still seeing people after almost nearly 20 years comparing Messi with Ronaldo. What is going to happen for the next 10, 15 years is going to be people comparing Mbappe with Haaland, right? Look, we should not be comparing these two guys because we should just be enjoying Mbappe and Haaland. But if I have to pick one, yes, Mbappe for me is better than Haaland. Overall, is a better player. Yes, and yeah, Haaland is a machine, is a goal machine. We know that. We know he's going to score goals for the rest of his life for fun. But overall, Mbappe can do on his own. Mbappe is just so much better. What is he saying anyway? My boy is idolizing Mbappe. You need to reply to him.
I mean, thing is, right, Mbappe, look, I think he is better than Haaland, let's be honest. And look, I think he prefers Haaland, right? I'm assuming he prefers Haaland. I'm just assuming. But look, okay, it's your opinion, but I would say just Mbappe is probably overall better than Haaland. But I think I'm assuming this guy prefers Haaland, right? I think he does. I'm just assuming, really.
But the thing is, right, we're just, at the end of the day, we cannot all agree with the same thing, right?
Yeah.
It's part of football. You will agree and you will disagree. But as long as we all respect everyone's opinion, but when people comes with this kind of stuff, like the poll, right? This is what I mean. It makes me go a little bit mad because when I see the poll, come on, it's still going strong. 75% said, yeah, Haaland is better than Mbappe. If that was even close, right, I wouldn't be in here moaning. that, come on, it's not even close.
No, you know what people are like these days, not this chat, but overall, it's like them they change up their opinions every day. Like, it just say Mbappe scores a banger, and then they change to Mbappe. Haaland scores a banger, Haaland, and then Haaland's preferred. That's just fans these days. They just change after one game. So I've always said Mbappe is better than Haaland. I've stick with that.
Yeah,
Even
you always say Mbappe is better than Haaland. I have always said, and you know what? When Haaland first came to City, that was after the Community Shield game against Liverpool, right? That Community Shield game, he missed basically two open goals, right? And I said, after that, I said how good was Haaland, and I said Haaland will be smashing the Premier League. And you know what I said? I don't think you've watched that. I don't think I have met you back in the day. I said if Haaland does not score at least 35 goals in his first season for Manchester City, I will shut my YouTube channel down, right? And you know how many goals you've scored already? I've said this, yeah, I've said, because you remember, you as a Liverpool fan, I'm sure you saw a lot of people slagging Haaland off after that Liverpool game in the Community Shield, right? Everyone was saying that, you know, he's gonna fail in the Premier League.
Look, I didn't like this is the thing. People our fan base went too far on Haaland. I'll be honest. I just said I just laughed at him because obviously he missed the open goal. Nunes scored that day as well, but I didn't say he wouldn't score goals. I knew he would score goals, but I think our fan base, well, everyone went too far with the Haaland thing. He would flop. I knew he would score goals. It was just, I think it was just one bad day. Okay, everyone has a bad day in the office. Salah's had a bad day in the office. Rashford has a bad day in the office. Everyone has bad days in the office. So I wasn't saying about how he's not going to score goals. I knew he would score goals, but I think people went too far because of one bad miss. Everyone has a bad miss. Haaland's had many bad misses, and he's still on 25 goals. So I didn't go as far as he wouldn't score goals. But I think
the thing is, I was so confident that because I've watched Haaland in the Bundesliga, right? It's not the most competitive league in the world, but I've watched him in the Bundesliga, and I've watched him, you know, for his country as well. And since Haaland was young, I've been following Haaland since he was 16, and I knew there's something special in that, right? The guy is an absolutely a goal machine.
I think United could have had him, man. I think so. United could have got him, but then they chose, I think, some other.
Yeah. And the thing is, we know Haaland is an absolutely a goal machine. But like I said, people, we just have to stop comparing Mbappe with Haaland. And the reason I put this question up is just because I know you guys love this kind of shit, and I know, like, all over the Twitter, everyone saying Haaland is better than Mbappe just because Haaland scored 5 goals today, right? Mbappe has never scored 5 goals in the Champions League, but overall, Mbappe is a better player than Haaland. Let's be honest here. We should not be comparing them. We should be enjoying them too, because in the next 10, 15 years, they both might be up there competing against each other for plenty of Ballon d'Ors like Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo did.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think this guy's. Sorry.
I don't think nothing. I don't think anything will beat the Messi Ronaldo rivalry, because I just think. I mean, because that was such a good rivalry. They were playing for opposite teams, and that was good. But I think the thing about Mbappe and Haaland, I don't think they won't play in the same league, and I don't see it. Like, I think Mbappe will probably move on to Real Madrid. And we could see them working together potentially, because there are rumors of Real Madrid going for Haaland 2024 and potentially Mbappe soon, because they could link up. But I don't see. I think they'll be at their own leagues. I think Mbappe will definitely leave a league that he should. Haaland will probably leave to Madrid soon, so we could see.
I'm not sure if Haaland will be leaving to go to Madrid. I'm not sure if Madrid will be able to afford players like Mbappe.
No, apparently they're saving money. That's why they didn't spend that much in terms. They are saving for that. They are saving funds for that 2024, 2025 season,
because they know they need a replacement for Benzema.
That's why they are. That's why we're wondering, why didn't they spend the midfield enough? Because they want to save the money for Haaland.
Yeah, it may. You know what, my man? It might make sense what you're saying, and but when you look at Mbappe, right, being a Paris Saint-Germain, we know what Paris Saint-Germain is like. We know what everyone thinks about League One. And once again, Paris Saint-Germain fell in the Champions League. But we know that Mbappe has a big chance to win Ballon d'Ors if he goes to Madrid. His
But
chance is going to be higher.
because I
If,
think people disrespect Mbappe because he plays in the Ligue 1,
and
and
also
because
for Paris Saint-Germain.
yeah, and Haaland did play for Dortmund, and people still did respect him because obviously Bundesliga is more watched than Ligue 1, and now he's moved to the Premier League. Haaland, now people can watch him more because Premier League is the most watched thing in the world, league in the world. So people are disrespecting Mbappe, which I think is just a joke because he is a quality player. He just needs a player around him, players around that actually have mentality, like Madrid, who actually have Vinicius. And I think Madrid will get Haaland or Mbappe in the future. One of them. They could get both as well potentially in the future. I could see it. Because they have money. We know Madrid are saving loads of money for the 2024 season where they want to go like for Haaland. Definitely not this season. I don't see him going next summer. This summer coming up because this is only his first season, so I could see him maybe staying at least 3 seasons because Haaland will leave City soon. I can confirm that Haaland will probably leave City soon, but that'll be soon. I think maybe next 3 years he'll be in Madrid shirt because people will move on. I think that's why I think Jude Bellingham won. He will become a Madrid player soon because I think he'll become a Liverpool player this summer. And he will be at Liverpool for 5 years at least, but I think he will leave for Madrid soon because Madrid's a very good club to go to, man. Big club.
Do
So
you think if Haaland stays in the Premier League for, let's say, like 10, 15 years, do you think Haaland will break every goal record in the Premier League?
probably, I mean, the way he's going, probably because like he's scoring goals for fun. Like there is a question over the big 6 sides he doesn't really score against, which I could understand because he doesn't. I don't say he doesn't turn up in the big games. Or the big games, people know how to mark Haaland. They just know how to play versus Haaland. But then in the small games, I feel like he just scores for fun. So if he does stay, I'm just saying if. I don't think he will. But if he does, he definitely will. Because trust me, he can score 5 goals a game versus Leipzig. He can score 5 goals against Nottingham Forest. He can score 5 goals versus Betty, the worst teams in the league. Like, it's just
100%.
so simple for Haaland.
Because
So,
you mentioned that as well about when he faced big teams, right? I think you're making a good point in there, right? The thing is with Haaland or Mbappe, it's easy to mark Haaland than it is to Mbappe.
yeah, because look, because I think teams give spaces for Haaland to just shoot and stuff. The small teams, the big teams, just mark Haaland and you're set. Because I think KDB, if you stop KDB from doing anything, Haaland struggles. That's it. Because if you stop KDB, obviously Man City have quality players which they can score. But if you stop De Bruyne, you can stop Haaland from doing anything because we've said it on this live stream. His link up is not great. He doesn't link up well at all. So look, if you can stop KDB, and that's my main concern about Haaland. Like it was good performance today. I'm not denying that. But Leipzig let KDB play. I'm just wondering if just say a Bayern stops KDB from playing, where will Man City get the goals from? I just don't know where. Because a team like Bayern will stop De Bruyne. That I can say that right now. If they want to stop De Bruyne, they have the players Kimmich and Goretzka, quality midfield. They can stop him. So that's a main concern for City as well. Because teams can stop KDB. The big teams can. So you mark KDB, you stop the Man City attack. And when you stop the Man City attack, where the goals come from? I don't know. There's no goals except Haaland, really. So yeah.
I mean, you will always have players like, Mahrez will
Yeah.
step in, will score, Foden will score and stuff. But yeah, I agree with you. And I think everyone that is watching this, they will agree with what we're saying about Haaland. Like, if you mark Haaland, like, it's easy to mark Haaland than it is to Mbappe. But people, I'm going to give 5 minutes on this live stream. Really appreciate the love and support. Really appreciate people keep smashing the likes. Few new subscribers as well. Really appreciate, and I cannot thank you guys enough. But the pool is just going mad. The pool is going absolutely crazy. And I'm gonna end the pool right now. because I just think it's a waste of time having a pool like this when people, I don't know. I mean, it's just do you guys actually hate Mbappe just because he plays for Paris
and
Saint-Germain and he
and
plays for League
maybe
One?
and because he maybe has an attitude about him, which like I could understand, but like top players have attitudes about him. Let's be honest, guys. But I think people hate Mbappe just because he disrespected Messi. He thinks he owns the club, which he does. But I think he chose money over passion. That's where people say that's people's excuse about Mbappe hated. Yeah, but like if you actually look into it, who would not reject that money? Like who wouldn't? You earn like so much money. You own the club. You can control who you buy. So who would reject that? Like no one would reject that much money they get. So that's why I would disagree with that part. Because come on, man, you're owning a football club. And you're playing as well. So I think people would just go into that way too far. That's where I disagree, man.
Very, very true. But yeah, my man, anything you want to say? So City will be playing against Burnley in FA Cup. That's the next game. But then next game after that will be against Liverpool in the Premier League. And as you know, Arsenal top of the league. They're what 5 points behind Arsenal, right? And they're in the Champions League quarter final. Let's say that they get an easy draw. I mean, there's not an easy game in football. Let's be honest. In here, on a paper, let's say
But
they will be
comfortable draw.
facing Benfica or like
Inter.
Inter, because I can't see they do Benfica or Inter or even Chelsea as well.
I think Chelsea's. So yeah, to be fair, Chelsea they're good, but are they really that good? They are still open.
Nah, I mean, let's not go back in the Champions League 2 years ago when we said this City was going to the Chelsea and Chelsea, world class them and beat them. But I think if City gets luck in a draw and maybe face Inter, Benfica, Chelsea, I can see City probably go all the way to the semi-final. But if City gets Bayern or Madrid, I've got my doubts, right? I don't know.
think they could, because do they face Champions League that midweek after they face us? Because if they do, they may have to rotate against Liverpool. They may have to. Like that may be a bit painful, but you might have to because you would rotate versus Madrid. Come on.
Do you think City will let the Premier League go?
They might. It depends, right? Because if they get an easy draw, then they may rotate for the Champions League. But if they get a hard draw, they may have to because they have the squad. They have the squad, of course, but I feel like they may have to sacrifice the Premier League if they want to win the Champions League. It's just they have to if they want to win this.
When you look at Manchester City squads, their squad is good enough to go and win the Premier League and win the Champions League. But my main concern is what Guardiola has done already in the Premier League this season. This has been one of the worst City in the Premier League in recently years, right? This has been City worst season in the Premier League, right?
And Pep has even admitted, he basically admitted that he right on Premier. He's like, we've won many Premier Leagues, so I would disagree. Like you have, but I would probably go. This is the thing. I think City fans would prefer the Champions League, the Premier League, because they've won it many times.
Yeah.
Like any City fan would prefer the Champions
League. Exactly. Exactly what you just said. And we've said this already on this live stream. Like Guardiola actually said, look, we don't care about Carabao Cup. We don't care about the Premier League. We've won too many in the last few years, right?
They have a squad. I'm not doing that. They do have the squad to go for both, but it's difficult right now because they face Liverpool, right? And that's always a big game. So they may have, if they get a tough draw, for example, like a Bayern, they have a game midweek. Just say that. They may have to sacrifice that Liverpool game because you're only going to get 3 days rest and you need more rest for the big players for Bayern. Come on, Bayern have a simple Bundesliga game, I'm assuming. So, look, I mean, City may have to sacrifice the Prem, and that may hurt City fans. That may enjoy Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans will definitely act like that, but City fans will. I think City fans will be mad because it's like they would prefer the Champions League. They've won it many times.
And I'm telling you, I think Arsenal fans are happy the fact that City's still in the Champions League.
Yeah, because if they got knocked out today, just for example, I think they would have put their eyes on the Premier League. They have to because it's like the only
Yeah,
competition they're in.
definitely.
So that does help Arsenal. But then again, we say that, but they have a squad to win. But they do have the squad. It's just about, for me, the mentality in the Champions League. If they get past the mentality bit, which is not simple as I'm saying, it's not simple at all. But if they can, then they'll win it because they have the quality. They have the manager to win it. But do the players have the mentality to just hold on to a lead last 10 minutes to go? I don't see it because they just. But they may get an easy draw. We're just saying a tough draw. Just say they get an easy draw and then they can go strong versus Liverpool, rotate versus Inter because Inter are not that great. We've seen it today. Porto could have won.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, my man, look, like I said before the season start, and I'm not changing my predictions, right? I'm not changing my predictions. Madrid, Bayern over Manchester City, but Manchester City, I put them up there with these two monsters to win the Champions League. And I've said this before the season start, right? I'm not changing my mind, but if I have to pick one of the three, I pick Bayern to win the Champions League, right? I pick
Yeah.
Bayern to win the Champions League. I just think Bayern has the squads and the mentality, and
They can
Bayern
bring
in the
that.
Champions League.
Yeah. They can bring the like for like players as well. I think we've said that. Like they can bring Sane off Gnabry. They can bring off Choupo-Moting, Mane. So look, Man City do have that as well. I'll be honest. That
do
game, Man
have.
City do.
And Madrid hasn't, but Madrid has the mentality.
Yeah, because look, that's where I would say the Madrid lacks. Just say they're losing. They might not have the bench, but like I said, they don't need a bench. They're that good. They just need the mentality, and then they're just gonna win. Like that. That's
It's
how.
true.
So look, my three favorites are probably Man City, Bayern, Madrid. But you never know. We could pull a shock versus Madrid, and then what happens. But we're not going to do that. I'll be honest. I hope, but Madrid will probably be a draw that first leg, that second leg, that tie. So yeah, I hope
Right.
we do.
We've got in here saying the light is going. I don't know what he's trying to say.
Wait, what's it? The light is going. That's why. What?
I don't know. Alia Jabi, could you please try to tell us what you're trying to say, my man? Please. Big up to you. Big up to everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. But yeah, my man, that was it. That was a hell of a performance from not only just City, but Haaland with 5 goals.
But KDB, I think KDB was the special one today for me. Not
Yeah,
Haaland.
for
Haaland was
sure.
good, but KDB would obviously people are gonna focus on Haaland because
And also, Gundogan goal was good. Was a team goal. Very good play from Manchester City. Very good.
The 7th goal was quality from De Bruyne. Oh, that was absolute quality. So
that
congrats City.
goal.
You got through. Now I feel like you should get a test in the quarterfinals, hopefully versus Bayern, because they need a test. Because if they can get past that test for me, they win the Champions League. Because if you can get past Bayern or Madrid, then you can win. You can beat anyone. So look, to win the Champions League, you need to face the best. So either in the final or in the in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, because you are going to get a test soon, Man City. You are. Just don't think it'll be easy run. It won't be an easy run at all.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, anything can happen. Remember, football is a funny game. But look, people, it's been a long stream. It's been an hour and 20 minutes now. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support. Really appreciate everyone that got involved on this live stream, and as always, that support the channel. My man, anything you want to say? Do you know we still got 20 people watching us, by the way.
Damn, guys, thank you for watching, man. After this dead, let's be honest, not exciting game, but thanks for being here anyways. But make sure you like and subscribe for Ferreira. We'll be back tomorrow for my team, which I'm not too confident about, but you never know. We as they say, 1% hope. I mean, there's 90%. It looks impossible, but if we can score an early goal, then that'll change the whole tie-up. But yeah, we'll make sure you join tomorrow because it's a big game tomorrow. Definitely,
Yeah,
always a big game.
we will be bringing Real Madrid against Liverpool tomorrow. We hope for me as a Barca fan. I'm hoping for a Liverpool
I don't see it though.
miracle. I'm hoping for Liverpool miracle tomorrow. I'm just hoping, as a Barca fan, I'm hoping.
Give us
Liverpool,
advice. Give us advice how to beat Madrid because we need it. I mean, you know how to play against them.
It's just I don't know. I don't know to play against Madrid. We seems to do it, but I don't know. Like
Maybe
no
it's the
one else
mentality
seems to
in it.
do against them in the Champions.
Mentality. They never turn up against Barca, but they will turn up against us. I know.
Oh yeah, in the Champions League they always do. But yeah, I mean, people, like I said, as a Barca fan, I would love to see Liverpool coming back against Real Madrid, but unfortunately, I cannot see that happen. Let's be real in here. We need a miracle. We need more than just a miracle for Liverpool to come back and
4
knock
goals.
out Real Madrid.
I think 3 goals is possible, but without conceding is going to be the hard part because
You might score 3 goals,
but 4 goals. Like I think we can send it to extra time, but I think Madrid will probably just edge in extra time.
unfortunately, look, it's free to dream. I just don't think it costs anything anyone's to dream. But
I could see a 2-2. I could see a classic. It's going to be a good game. 2-2. I might go 2-2.
Yeah. Right. So my man in here saying, I mean the lies of here.
What's he saying?
I don't even know what he's trying to say. But never mind, my brother. Hope really thank you for all the love and support, and I will see you guys soon. People, God bless every single one of you. On your way out, if you could do a massive favor, if you could smash the like on this stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, if you're new. Like we said, we will be back tomorrow, another Champions League night tomorrow between Real Madrid and Liverpool. God bless every single one of you. Thank you so much. Gracias, merci, and viva Haaland. But Mbappe is still better than Haaland. Thank you.